Do you remember the 2000 MTV VMAs? Because they were chaotic.
Stage dive, dude.
First off, I need to say thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I'm over the moon. That is so many people. In my last video, I asked you all what award show should I cover next, and some of you said the 2000 MTV VMAs. This year, a lot happened, so let's get right into it. As we get to see celebrity upon celebrity enter the red carpet, interestingly, relatives of politicians are on the red carpet, almost on the campaign trail. This VMAs was in September 2000, and the upcoming presidential election was in November of that year, only 2 months away. So we are told that George P. Bush, the nephew of George W. Bush, and Corinna Gore, the daughter of Al Gore, are on the red carpet. Yeah. There is in an interview with Destiny's Child, and they are asked about the ever-changing lineup of the group. Beyonce drops some shade.
Yeah, we're vocally stronger than we've ever been. We're just happy to be here, nominated.
There is in an interview with Kid Rock with his +1, and the interviewer asks him, who are you most excited to see tonight? And his +1 puts him on blast and says that he's most excited to see Britney Spears.
I think it's looking forward to Britney.
And Kid Rock is kind of embarrassed that his +1 put him on blast about being a Britney Spears fan, that he just starts making fart noises.
Who knew he? A closet Britney fan. Guys, have a great night, all right?
Throughout the pre-show, the interviewers keep on hyping up the fact that Eminem is going to be at the award show tonight. The main hot topic about Eminem around the time was his single, The Real Slim Shady, which was a pop rap song about the impact that Eminem had on pop culture, while also making digs at other celebrities in the music industry.
This is the one night where you can fit all these people that I don't like into one room.
Eminem dissed Christina Aguilera, alluding to the fact that she had relationships with Carson Daly from TRL and Limp Bizkit's Fred Durst. This came after Christina made a statement about Eminem and how he raps about wanting to unalive his ex-wife, and I guess Eminem didn't like what she said. He also made a subtle diss to Britney Spears, not only name dropping her in the song, but also kind of made fun of her in the music video by dressing up as her and acting super ditzy. I wonder how these two women will respond. There are also protesters against Eminem from GLAAD. MTV talks to Romaine Patterson, a representative from GLAAD, and they make very good points. Basically, Romaine says that MTV has a responsibility to not give someone a platform that is practically defaming an entire community, and MTV's kind of like, okay, thanks for saying that, we're still gonna give him an award. Or several. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Moby, feeling very pro Al Gore, takes the opportunity in his interview to emasculate George W. Bush by saying this.
In high school, Al Gore was captain of his high school football team, right? And George Bush was captain of his cheerleading squad. I swear to you, that's the truth.
For the time, I'm sure Moby was expecting a reaction, basically being like, oh my gosh, George W. Bush must be a woman because he was a cheerleader. We can't vote for him for president. He's not a real man. And now, 23 years later, society's pretty much like, okay, and like, society's changed a lot. Fun fact, other US presidents that were cheerleaders in high school were Franklin D. Roosevelt, Eisenhower, and Ronald Reagan. Interesting. We then get a segment talking about a bunch of celebrity feuds, and one of them that they talk about is Destiny's Child against Destiny's Child. We also get Eminem versus pop music, which is very low-hanging fruit. That's all I'm gonna say. We then get an interview with 98 Degrees. They give them 3 microphones, and absolutely none of them work.
How you guys doing? Good to see you now.
U2 then show us a snippet of their new music video for their deep cut song, Beautiful Day. How cute that they gave a song that made no noise a music video. That's kind of cool. We then get an interview with Christina Aguilera, and halfway through it cuts to a shot of Pink on the red carpet and she looks frightened. Christina talks about how she's going to be performing and she's got a surprise in store for us. Let's see if she holds up to that. It was also really interesting to see how many times the term no doubt was used when people were talking. Like, people don't say that anymore.
No doubt, no doubt.
No doubt, no doubt.
Let's bring that back, no doubt. We then get an interview with Lars Ulrich from Metallica, and the interviewer asks him, how is the legal case going? This was big news at the time and will be referenced several times during the award show, so let me quickly explain. My law degree is coming into good use right now. So Metallica sued Napster for copyright infringement. For those that have no idea what Napster is, it was a peer-to-peer file sharing application. Think about today's torrenting websites. And for those that do not know who Metallica are, neither do I.
Can she name 3 Metallica songs? So I can't do that.
So Napster users would upload music as MP3 files for anybody else on Napster to download for free. AKA, the music industry was shaking in their boots because people were less incentivized to go and buy albums when you could just download them for free.
Legally downloading music is the same thing as going into a CD store and a CD.
To us, it's black and white.
An order was granted where Napster had to take down every single account that was illegally sharing Metallica's music. This led record labels with much deeper pockets to also sue Napster. The record labels won, so Napster had to shut down its servers and then later on had to file for bankruptcy. So yay, no one has ever illegally downloaded music ever again. This is obviously just a coincidence because MTV has no idea when celebrities are actually going to show up to the red carpet, but right after they finish interviewing Lars, they cut immediately to an interview with Limp Bizkit that was partnered with Napster for $1.8 million. We then finally get to the award show hosted by Shawn and Marlon Wayans. Shawn Wayans starts out the show doing a Chris Rock impersonation. We cut to a shot of Britney in the audience laughing at the impersonation, but then Shawn makes a joke about Britney and she is not having it.
Britney Spears, her new song. Oops, I did it again. She did it again, y'all. What the did you do the first time?
She's giving Zendaya a face glitch. But wait, what if I told you that this was fake? This is what Britney is wearing in the audience when she has the reaction, and this is what she is wearing the year before at the VMAs.
What?
This means that MTV used footage of Britney Spears the year prior to make it look like she was insulted by the joke. For what? Media attention the next day? Crazy. There is then a pretty funny joke about Destiny's Child.
Say my name, say my name. What name? Every time I learn the name, you kick the out the group.
And then we get a random Susan Sarandon sighting. We then get an unhinged joke about O.J. Simpson making a website. We then get a bunch of celebrity lookalikes storming the stage to beat up Chris Rock. Funny how life imitates art. The Wayans brothers then come out officially to do their opening monologue. They make this joke.
I guess he gon' bling bling all the way to Sing Sing and get some ding ding.
And this girl in the audience has no idea what they are talking about. The only reason why I know what Sing Sing is from Karen Hugo from Potomac.
You're broken from Hampton University and everybody knows it. And that's why we went to Sing Sing.
Marlon Wayans then shows us his booty and Britney is blushing. Renee Zellweger then comes out onto the stage to present a performance by the legendary Janet Jackson. Janet performs Doesn't Really Matter and shows these youngins how it's done. Steven Tyler and Dr. Dre then come out to present the award for Best Group in a Video. They start talking about controversies, mainly the controversies around Eminem. Steven Tyler then grossly talks about how Christina Aguilera got with Carson Daly before Fred Durst, referencing the lyrics from The Real Slim Shady.
We all know who got first.
Who's that?
It's Carson Daly, because the other guy was in Limp Bizkit.
It's not your place. They then go to the Here Are the Nominees bumper thing that is shown in every award show, but this year is weird. Every time right before the nominees are shown, there is a talking head of some random person just saying something random, and I don't get it. I asked you all in my YouTube community if any of you knew what the significance of these videos were, and no one knew. One of you was saying that it was referencing The Real World, but The Real World was airing from 1992. Why would they make a reference to The Real World 8 years after it's airing? Then another one of you said basically MTV has just always been quirky and weird and done stuff like this, and it's just as simple as that. And that's kind of what I'm going with. So this woman says,
"Oh, it was sad. Styx, Asia, all those monolithic bands."
This is like a foreign language to me. Styx, Asia, monolithic bands, whatever that means. However, after Googling, I found out that Styx and Asia are both bands, so it kind of makes sense. It's just very, very strange. Anyhow, the nominees for Best Group in a Video are the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Californication, Destiny's Child, Say My Name, Nsync, Bye Bye Bye, Blink-182, All the Small Things, and the Foo Fighters' Learn to Fly. Just like all of my other VMA videos, I have made a Spotify playlist of all of the songs that were either nominated or performed at this year's awards. The link is in the bio, go take a listen. Back to the video, Blink-182 wins. The Rock and Kid Rock, haha, come out to present the award for Best Dance Video. What is The Rock wearing? Kid Rock then randomly tells us,
But that commercial that Nsync did with McDonald's is way cooler than the one the Backstreet Boys did with Burger King.
Britney in the audience agrees. I mean, let's see for ourselves. Lance, put that down.
It just says that you, the Backstreet Boys, agreed to appear at a Burger King, yada yada.
And what's the yada yada?
Little commercial.
Forget it. We don't do commercials.
Not our style, man.
We wouldn't even do this for
Lifetime supply of free Whoppers.
The nominees for Best Dance Video are Britney Spears' You Drive Me Crazy, Jennifer Lopez, Waiting for Tonight, Nsync, Bye Bye Bye, Ricky Martin, Shake Your Bon Bon, and Cisco, The Thong Song. Jennifer Lopez wins. Marlon Wayans then introduces Bono to the stage, but his bandmate Larry was also coming out with him, but he wasn't introduced. It's a tough day for Larry stans, so they both come out to the stage to present a performance by Rage Against the Machine that perform Testify. Kate Hudson and Jacob Dylan then come out to present Best New Artist. I am so confused about what this woman is saying before the nominations are read. What does Icarus have to do with Best New Artist?
We believe the myth of fly too close to the sun, you'll fall to the earth. But that's only with glued on wings, you know.
The nominees are Cisco's Thong Song, Papa Roach's Last Resort, Christina Aguilera's What a Girl Wants, Pink's There You Go, and Macy Gray's I Try.
No, Icarus. You can look it up.
Okay. Whatever that means. The As Told by Ginger theme song Chanteuse wins the award. Someone in the audience wishes her a happy birthday during her speech.
It's all good. Thank you.
Serena and Venus Williams then have a segment critiquing the commercial that the Wayne brothers made where they impersonated the sisters to promote the VMAs. The sisters tell them that they can't play tennis and...
You can't act either.
Well, neither can you. They then introduce a performance by Cisco performing Incomplete and the Thong Song. Cisco shows Mr. Schuster how it's done. After giving a fantastic performance, Cisco ends it off by saying,
Who performing next?
We then get a skit of Marlon Wayans impersonating Macy Gray, and they did her so dirty.
Same way when you go down there.
Ricky Martin comes out on stage to present Best Female Video. The nominees are Aaliyah, Try Again, Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again, Christina Aguilera, What a Girl Wants, Macy Gray, I Try, and Toni Braxton, He Wasn't Man Enough. Ricky Martin then announces the winner by mispronouncing Aaliyah's name.
Aaliyah, Try Again.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah then comes up onto the stage looking stunned in her Roberto Cavalli dress. Well deserved. Destiny's Child and Wyclef Jean then come out to present the award for Best Male Video, and the ladies take the opportunity to promote their song Say My Name.
Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby I love you.
The nominees are D'Angelo, Untitled How Does It Feel, Eminem, The Real Slim Shady, Kid Rock, Cowboy, Moby, Natural Blues, and Ricky Martin, Shake Your Bon Bon. Eminem wins. He says that he brought a speech prepared with him this year, takes about 10 seconds trying to look for it, and then just gives up. Carson Daly then comes out to present the creator of Napster, Sean Fanning, rocking a Metallica t-shirt. Oh, the girls are fighting. Aren't you glad I explained the context earlier on in the video? It cuts to a shot of Lars in the audience and he pretends to be asleep. Carson and Sean then introduce a performance by Britney Spears. The performance starts off with a cover of I Can't Get No Satisfaction. She's rocking a bedazzled suit and bowler hat, walks down the staircase while serving a bunch of attitude, and then, surprise, Britney has a reveal under the suit. A sparkly nude illusion, bra top, and pants. This was Britney's first big stage performance where she transitioned her persona from innocent, sweet schoolgirl into an 18-year-old that wants to be more mature and adult. This was truly masterful. She was able to change her brand to the general public from a 4-minute performance. Britney then performs Oops, I Did It Again, and then has a signature Britney dance break. And in the final moments of the performance, many reporters assumed that Britney had a slip during the moment where you can see herself covering. Britney was a master in balancing sweet and risque, so a slip definitely wouldn't have been planned. It probably would have ended her career if it actually happened, which is very scary to think about. A slip happened to Janet Jackson 4 years later at the Super Bowl, and she was blacklisted, and that was to a living legend. Scary. Now, this performance also was a scandal because back in 2000, TVs weren't crystal clear like we're used to today. So for the people watching at home, when they were seeing Britney taking off the suit for the reveal, they thought she wasn't wearing anything. Britney knew exactly what she was doing. She knew that the performance would be iconic and that a bunch of media outlets would be talking about it the next day. Marlon Wayans then reacts to Britney's performance by saying this.
Girl done went from the Mickey Mouse Club to the strip club. Go on with your bad self.
Cinna from the Hunger Games and that one Runway magazine employee from The Devil Wears Prada come out to present Best Hip Hop Video. I'm not completely sure if this was planned or not, but Lenny Kravitz grabs onto Giselle.
I know. Oh, wait.
I don't know. The nominees are Juvenile, Back That Thing Up, Lauryn Hill, Everything Is Everything, Limp Bizkit featuring Method Man, In Together Now, Q-Tip, Vibrant Thing, and Cisco, The Thong Song. Before they reveal the winner, Lenny Kravitz tells the Zoe Kravitz to go to bed.
Zoe, go to bed.
She would have only been 12 years old when this aired. Cisco wins, and then he says, yes, I did trip up the stairs when I was walking up to the stage, and I reviewed the footage back, and is the trip in the room with us? It was so minor. LL Cool J and Macy Gray then come out to present the award for Best Pop Video. Macy Gray responded to the jokes that Marlon Wayans made about her earlier on.
Now that everybody has seen my bush, I don't think I need to speak anymore.
The nominees are Blink-182, All the Small Things, Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again, Christina Aguilera, What a Girl Wants, Destiny's Child, Say My Name, and Nsync, Bye Bye Bye. Nsync wins, and you can see LL Cool J getting all up in Macy Gray's personal space in the background.
And that's all I have to say about that.
The Wayans brothers then introduce Jim Carrey to the stage, and Jim Carrey says this.
Thank you, Keenan and Damon.
And you can hear Ananda Lewis's reaction. Jim Carrey talks about how he was practically forced to come to the awards show in order to promote his movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey then presents Eminem performing The Real Slim Shady. Just like the music video, there is 100 clones of Eminem out on the street. The clones then start following Eminem into the theater. The nerve of Eminem rapping the lines about Christina and Britney in their vicinity. And then when he raps a line about Carson Daly, he turns around and gives him a handshake. J-Lo is vibing, which I guess means that she does not care about the insults towards her counterparts.
You don't support other women.
Chris Rock and Lance Crowther as Pootie Tang come out to present the Video Vanguard Award to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They then perform the smash hit Californication. Moby and Pink come out to present Best Rap Video. Once again, Moby takes the opportunity to endorse Al Gore for president by putting a sticker on the podium, but MTV censors it. Pink then says,
I would vote for Jim Carrey. He gets my pick for president.
And the woman's line that is said before the nominees are read is super meta considering what was just censored.
I love it when they blur stuff out and then expect you to be like, what's behind that? Like, if I go like this, you'll blur it out, but who doesn't know what I'm doing?
The nominees are DMX, Party Up, Dr. Dre featuring Eminem, Forgot About Dre, Eminem, The Real Slim Shady, Eve featuring Faith Evans, Love is Blind, and weirdly on Wikipedia, Jay-Z's Big Pimping was nominated, but it wasn't shown in the rollout, so I guess it's not winning. Dr. Dre wins. Aaliyah and Ananda Lewis then come out to present a performance by Nsync. Nsync start off the performance by singing This I Promise You, sitting on stools. They then perform Bye 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 behind TVs of their faces, and then they finish the performance with It's Gonna Be Me with a bunch of backup dancers, and there is a lot of grinding going on, and I just feel uncomfy. Mess incoming, mess incoming. Jennifer Lopez and D'Angelo come out to present Best Rock Video. The nominees are Creed, Higher, Kid Rock, Cowboy, Korn, Falling Away From Me, Limp Bizkit, Break Stuff, Metallica, I Disappear, and Rage Against the Machine, Sleep Now in the Fire. So Limp Bizkit wins, and you can see the Rage Against the Machine bassist Tim Comerford jump out of his seat, run up the stage, and climb the scaffolding behind J-Lo and D'Angelo as a protest. He is then swinging from the top of the scaffolding. A bunch of security guards come up on stage, and I'm sure they are terrified that he would fall and hurt himself. Limp Bizkit tells him to jump and stage dive.
And this guy's because he won't jump.
And while security is climbing up the scaffolding trying to get him down, they just cut to the next segment with Toni Braxton and 98 Degrees. After security gets Tim down, he is arrested and spends the night in jail. Mess! Mark Wahlberg then presents a performance by Nelly doing country grammar with his pants on the ground, basically. I cannot believe that this was a trend back in the day. Nelly does a very good job considering that this was a last-minute addition to the show. It was originally meant to be DMX, and he just pulled out last minute. And this was the second year in a row that he has done this. Sting and Eve then come out to present Best R&B Video. The nominees are Brian McKnight, Back at One, D'Angelo, Untitled, How Does It Feel, Destiny's Child, Say My Name, and Toni Braxton's He Wasn't Man Enough. Destiny's Children win. China, Rest in Peace, and Richard Hatch, the first winner of Survivor, the biggest phenomenon on television at the time, come out to present a performance by Christina Aguilera. But first, there's a bit where China beats up Richard Hatch. Christina performs Genie in a Bottle and Come On Over Baby, All I Want Is You with a dance break. And then just as Christina promised on the red carpet, we get a surprise performance of Fred Durst coming up on the stage to perform Livin' It Up, while Christina ad-libs and jumps. I could just be reading into this, but it does feel a little strange how quickly Fred leaves the stage after the performance finishes. He instantly drops the mic and just walks off the stage, doesn't turn around or acknowledge Christina. It's getting weird. I think Christina brought Fred onto the stage as a way to try and put the rumors about them to rest, but I don't think it worked. 1 month later, Fred Durst talked about wanting to nookie with Christina, and then Christina responded by saying he got no nookie, and neither did Carson Daly. Lil' Kim and Vincent Pastore, or the guy from The Sopranos, I guess he does not get name recognition,
For Little Kim and the guy from The Sopranos,
come out to present Viewer's Choice. The nominees are Britney Spears, Oops I Did It Again, Eminem, The Real Slim Shady, Nsync, Bye Bye Bye, Christina Aguilera, What a Girl Wants, and Cisco, The Thong Song. Nsync wins, and I am sorry, but Chris's sleeves are the ugliest things I've ever seen. We then have an in memoriam section full of artists that are still alive and well. Britney and Christina, two feuding divas, then come out to talk about how awesome the night was for each of them. They both got to perform on stage.
Meeting Janet Jackson, Eminem. Anyway.
Okay, the beef has not been squashed. Britney and Christina then introduce Whitney Houston to the stage in the most camp way.
Just listen to her voice.
Whitney comes out on stage singing I Will Always Love You and gets a standing ovation. She then goes on to present Video of the Year. The nominees are Blink-182, All the Small Things, Eminem, The Real Slim Shady, D'Angelo, Untitled, How Does It Feel, Nsync, Bye Bye Bye, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Californication. Right before Whitney reveals the winner, Bobby Brown says this.
And the winner is?
I really don't care right now.
No?
Eminem wins, and he was quivering in his boots because he thought that Britney and Christina were gonna give him the award and he would have to be next to them.
You know I thought it was about to go down, right? Christina and Britney just came out here. I thought they was presenting the award. I'm gonna take this home and put it right between my Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera poster. Thank you.
Finally, Lars Ulrich comes up to the stage. You can hear people booing from the audience.
Metallica wasn't available tonight.
This is probably against him trying to take away their ability to download music for free. Lars then presents a performance by Blink-182. Blink-182 closes the show performing All the Small Things with a bunch of little people because the song is called All the Small Things. Let's move on. So that is the end of the 2000 MTV VMAs. What a chaotic year. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and please comment below what award show I should cover next. See you in the next one.